Well, he knocked me up and left for a year. So, I mean, there might be some other women out there.
Wait a minute. In fairness.
That may not be able to count how many partners they've been with, but I know it was his kid.
In fairness.
All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1016, Cheney case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You all may be seated.
All right, everyone, brace yourselves. This one's intense. Imagine going out to celebrate, then waking up 18 months later dragged into court over unpaid daycare, ghosting, and baby daddy drama. Mrs. Cheney says he disappeared. Now he's reappeared demanding father rights with zero effort. So is he really struggling or just playing broke behind that self-employed tag? Let's unpack this, because this hearing is about to blow up.
After a promotion, and everybody else left. It left us two. Had a little too much to drink. Anyway, I ended up pregnant. He's completely out of the picture. Doesn't answer text calls, whatever. All of a sudden, he comes to me and says he wants to be a part of our kid's life. And I said, okay, well, you're going to have to give me child support. I'm not just going to let you all of a sudden be dad, you know. And
how old is the child?
He's 18 months.
Okay.
So he dipped for nearly 2 years and now wants to play dad, but skip the child support? The nerve. She's putting him on the spot, and rightly so. Raising a child costs money. So does being a dad. Gen Z would say he's trying to co-parent on a clearance rack budget. Seriously, what would you do if someone ghosted you after one wild night?
18 months, yep.
Okay, continue.
Oh, I'm sorry. So he's like, well, I can't pay child support, but I'll pay the daycare bill. Daycare is $8.55 a month. Okay. He claims he only makes $24,000 a year. That adds up to almost half his income, if that's what he actually said. I mean, this is not the way a guy who lives a life of $24,000. I mean, that suit probably costs like, I don't know, half that or something.
It is a nice suit.
I shop clearance.
Okay.
I do pretty well on sales.
He shops on clearance.
Okay. I've never seen that suit at JCPenney, but all right.
Okay. So $855 a month in daycare. You say you make $24,000 a year.
$24,000 a year, that is correct.
And I do have his tax returns that he produced showing $24,000 a year, but you're self-employed?
He claims he only makes $24,000 a year, yet shows up in a fresh suit. Make that make sense. And let's not forget, he did his own taxes. Self-employed or self-exaggerated. The judge isn't buying it, and Mrs. Cheney smells something shady too. Is he faking broke to dodge paying up?
Okay. And living expenses, they're shared between your roommates?
Pretty much we kind of split the groceries, things like that. Utilities get split evenly.
Okay. Well, then that kind of makes sense. So you're asking, what exactly are you asking for him to do?
My name's Naru Witherspoon. I'm an attorney, and I'm licensed in Illinois, Texas, and Missouri. I handle cases for families all over the nation. And I want to talk to you about Vonda Bailey. Vonda Bailey is a family.
Now he's splitting rent and ramen noodles with roommates, claiming he can't even buy toothpaste. Yet he somehow shells out $855 a month for daycare. So either he's a hidden financial guru or he's working the system. But here's the catch. Daycare and child support. The law says pick one.
That it seems kind of sketchy that he can afford almost $900 a month in daycare, but won't pay child support. I feel like there's something going on with the money situation. There's got to be a reason why he's doing things the way he does.
So you want him to pay $855 in daycare and child support?
I mean, he wants to be a part of his life.
That wasn't my question.
Okay.
Do you want him to pay $855 in daycare as well as pay child support on top of that?
She's not asking for luxury, just a fair share. And here's the twist. By law, he can't pay for daycare and be forced to pay separate child support. One cancels the other. The judge breaks it down, and this turns into an instant family law lesson. Should she settle or hold her ground?
So what would be a middle ground for you?
I guess we'd have to kind of discuss what would be child support versus daycare and how the parental responsibilities would change. Would he get him on weekends? Would he get him on holidays? Things like that. So, because he doesn't live real close either, you know.
Well, we're here today, so let's discuss it. like I said, he cannot pay daycare on top of child support. It just can't happen. So if you were...
She's obviously confused, and who wouldn't be? It's her first time in court. No lawyer by her side, just her gut and frustration. The judge is losing patience quick. Is she here to settle or to get even?
What you can do, what you can't do, what happens with visitation and stuff like that. You know, he was absent the entire first year, completely absent. So I paid 100% of everything. You know, he was in the hospital after he was born. I took care of those bills.
And you didn't give her any money?
Not at that point, Your Honor, no.
What was the reason for that?
I was effectively in the same situation I am now. Again, being self-employed, my income has not gone up. There was a little bit of a disconnect. But
18 months, no calls, no cash, not even a diaper bag. And now he shows up all, I want my parental rights. Sir, the timing could not be worse. She's been doing everything alone, and now he wants benefits without receipts? Nah, you can't vanish for a year and skip responsibility.
You know.
Well, he knocked me up and left for a year. So, I mean, there might be some other women out there
Wait a minute. In fairness,
that may not be able to count how many partners they've been with, but I know it was his kid.
In fairness, he wasn't alone in knocking you up.
I get that.
You
and I
kinda
took
played
100%
a
responsibility
fair
for
role
that
in it.
child for a
let's
full
not
12
blame
months.
it on him.
Okay.
Let's not blame it
Okay.
all on him. You have one child, correct? Okay, so let's stick to what is in front of us. We're not worried about any other children that may be out there.
Boom! She drops a stinger. He got me pregnant and vanished. Then hints that maybe he's done this before. Oof! But the judge isn't here for the drama. One kid, one case, no time for gossip.
How much do you pay?
It's like 130 or something a month. It comes right out of my check, so I'm not sure the exact amount of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm looking
130,
at
133, something like that.
I'm looking at what you also turned in. It looks like it's about $113.
13, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do to make it fair, because he is paying about 3 times the amount that his child support should be.
Yeah, well, his bar bills are about the price of that, too.
And here's the kicker. $349 a month is what he legally owes based on what he claims to earn. But wait, he's already been paying $855 for daycare. So this man's been paying double without realizing. Guilt money or clueless math.
$855 plus the $113, it comes out to $968 a month in child support. So $968 would be all that he pays. And out of that would include whatever, if you change daycares, let me just make sure I'm very clear on this. If you change daycares and the amount goes up to $1,000, all he's responsible for is the $855 for the daycare. That's it. That's all you're responsible for. But the
judge makes official. He'll pay for daycare and cover her health insurance reimbursement. Total bill? $968. That's not a punishment. That's reality wrapped in a bow. Want to dodge that extra $113? Simple. Put the child on your insurance. Accountability comes with options.
potentially lowering it, or at least the two of us coming to some sort of agreement saying, you know, I'm already paying 45% of my salary. I've got to pay now $968 a month, which is, again, more than double what I'm supposed to be paying in child support.
You've been paying, although it's 3 times the amount, you've been comfortably paying this. This isn't something that she necessarily, well, when I say comfortably, I don't know your...
Now he's sweating bullets. Wait, I have to pay nearly $1,000? Yes, sir, you already are. The judge fires back with cold facts. You've been getting by with roommates and cheap noodles. But the law cares about the kid, not your budgeting skills. Too harsh or totally fair.
That's what you can do. But based on what you all have been telling me, you've been paying daycare, it's $855. That would be in the best interest of the child to at least make sure that the daycare expense is covered. So, like I said, if you guys decide to come with something different, you can come back and modify that, and I'd be happy to enter in the number that you all come up with. Is there anything further today? Okay. Anything further? No. Okay. Well, there's nothing further. You all are dismissed.
So, what just went down? A dad who ghosted now has to pay almost $1,000 a month. Not as punishment, but because the numbers add up that way. One side begged for help, the other played broke. But the child got what they deserve. If this plot twists at you too, drop your thoughts, smash like, and subscribe for more raw courtroom showdowns.